So, Nigeria, richly endowed with natural and mineral resources, blessed beyond imagination. Now that's attractive. Want to know more about the attraction? Come with me. British colonial rule in Nigeria installed legacies in the Nigeria polity, which led to ethnic conflicts. Different ethnic tribes struggled for a quota of political power. The liberal authoritarian style of leadership is the consequences of colonial integration, which led to recent agitations for restructuring in order to achieve true federalism. Ethnocentrism, elitism, and mediocrity lie predominantly in the northern region, where there is a struggle for dominance for leadership positions, and also the recycling of old politicians who led the nation with nation-state model of hegemony. The recycling of old politicians also led to the emergence of separatist groups such as the indigenous people of Biafra, seeking for a separate nation from Nigeria to be in total control of their state's resources. The liberal authoritarian style of governance makes it difficult for the traditional press to be free. The state controls such government-owned media houses. The birth of social media brought hope to the ordinary citizen in Nigeria, as it brought forth opportunities for the citizens of Nigeria to air their views towards the state, thereby creating citizen journalists in the public sphere. Human rights activists utilize the capability and affordability of social media to communicate freely with ordinary citizens in protest mobilization. The previous democratic regime in Nigeria, led by President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, passed into law a Cybercrime Act in 2015.
The Court of the Economic Community on West African States, ECOWAS, has ordered the Nigerian government to either repeal or amend its laws on cybercrime to align with its obligation under Article 1 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights.
The Cybercrime Act is the largest legislation in Nigeria that deals specifically with cybersecurity. In Section 24 of the Cybercrime Act, there is a prohibition of hate speech. And Section 38 allows internet service providers to store data and grants intelligence agencies the right to access information. This act violates citizens' rights to privacy. The 2015 Cybercrime Act informed the arrest of journalists. The legislation was enacted as a result of the 2015 presidential elections, where the major opposition party, All Progressives Congress, mobilized social movement groups such as Occupy Nigeria on social media.
We are here to use our mouth and our presence to register our displeasure in the way we are being governed.
It is not about subsidy. There can be no transformation without sacrifice. They are not willing to sacrifice anything for this nation. They have cut 25% of their basic salary. Their allowances are more than 1,000,000% of what they are cutting.
They protested against the Ebele Jonathan regime by recalling Nigerians to the increased rates of the Boko Haram insurgency, corruption, and so on, which in turn led to the defeat of the ex-president, who recontested under the People's Democratic Party, that led the nation for 16 years since the inception of the Fourth Republic in 1999. Following the outcome of the 2015 presidential election and the victory of President Muhammadu Buhari, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan accepted the defeat and signed the Cybercrime Act 2015, which was supported by the upper and lower legislative bodies in a bid to promote censorship of anti-governmental discourse on social media. Similarly, he achieved the promotion of censorship by contracting an Israeli technology company, Elbit Systems Technology with a sum of $40 million to purchase its wise intelligence technology to snoop on Nigerian citizens. Even when regime change has taken place, the law still exists at the time of writing, as it helps in combating crime and promoting criminal legislations. The lack of clearly defined data protection law gives intelligence agencies the power to arrest Nigerians who produce dissenting views. In 2015, a social media bill was drafted by a Kebbi South Senator Bala Nala to the Senate committee with the title The Frivolous Petition Prohibition
Nigerian
Bill.
lawmakers are considering 2 bills that would regulate speech on the internet and in social media.
This bill passed second reading on 2nd of December 2015. The bill prompted human rights activists in Nigeria to carry out online and offline protests, ranging from No to Social Media Bill on Twitter to March on NAS.
I want to vibrate. I want to fundamentally legislate.
These 2 bills will continue to also hamper, the right of Nigerians to speak their mind. And something is also very important. And we used to have the judiciary in Nigeria as the last hope of the common man. Currently, even the judiciary has been annexed by the current executive in Nigeria. So the last hope and the last hope of the common man today is the social media.
So you have freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, and the rest. And now these are all these freedoms. All these freedoms that actually make up what is called civic space. Now, if anything affects these freedoms, it automatically means that you're limiting it.
Similarly, the bill provided strict monitoring of Nigerian social media users and the restriction of freedom of speech. However, protesters took to Twitter and flooded the internet with dissenting views, which gained global recognition, and human rights organizations around the world supported the resistance. The protest recorded fear-induced frames that attracted the call for the signing of petitions against such legislation. Criminalization of media activists and journalists by the Nigerian police, the Department of State Security Services, and the Nigerian Army is as a result of dissenting views surrounding participating in the protests, filming brutality by state agents, exposing corruption, refusal to disclose the source, election coverage, posts critical of a governor or senator, offensive publication, social media posts, and writing a report against a governor. Arrested journalists since 2015 include Mary Ekere, who was assaulted on the 16th of September 2019 for taking photos of state officials' brutality. The Department of State Services arrested Jamil Mabai for publishing a blog post about non-payment of salaries by the Katsina state government. SARS arrested Saifulahim Maikalu on the 20th of December 2017 for posting a picture on his blog with the governor of Katsina state putting on female clothing. Ahmed Salkida was arrested on the 14th of August 2016 by the DSS for refusing to disclose the source of his investigative reporting on the Boko Haram insurgency. The Nigerian police arrested Samuel Ogundipe on the 14th of August 2018 for refusing to reveal the source of his Premium Times article covering arrests of media activists and journalists. The spread of fake news by media houses such as Sahara Reporters led to stringent policies of free speech by the Nigerian state authorities. Freedom of speech has become strictly regulated in Nigeria. We argue that without clearly defined data protection laws, the use of social media as a platform through which to critique the state becomes the means for gathering intelligence and enacting punitive justice for dissenting social actors.